Okay. It's still sound like it's more people here.
Okay, my name is Dalton Carroll. We all shut that door so I don't want a bunch of noise.
You can say.
My name is Dalton Carroll, and this is my speech, my persuasive speech on abortions. Abortion has become one of the most talked about topics in America today. Before having an abortion, it is important to consider the moral implications of abortion, the ways pregnancy can be prevented, and other options other than abortion. This is a graph showing, it's a graph by Pathos.com. It's showing the summary of U.S. abortion views by gender and age between men and women. As you can see, pro-life, 46% for men and 44% for women. So really it's about half and half on who is pro-life and who isn't pro-life. I don't see how anyone could sleep at night knowing that they had just killed their unborn child. According to an article by Guttmacher Institute, about half of all pregnancies in the United States are unintentional. I have always been taught that you have to do the right thing, so I believe that if a woman becomes pregnant, she should take care of the baby and have the baby. So let me go over some of the moral implications of abortion, the ways that pregnancy can be prevented, and some of the other options besides abortion. First, let me go through some of the moral implications of having an abortion. In an article by the Mayo Clinic, at about the 5th week of pregnancy, the fetus starts to develop. So about the time that a woman realizes that she's pregnant, the fetus has already began to develop. In my opinion, having an abortion is murder. How could a person take an unborn child's chance at life away? If that child could talk to his or her mother before she had an abortion, don't you think that they would say that they would like to have a chance at life? How would you feel if you walked up to your parents on your birthday and the first thing that they said was, "I'm so glad that we didn't abort you"? In the Bible, one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not murder. If you are killing a baby or a fetus, is that not considered murder? This is a graph done by euthanasia.com, and it's comparing United States abortions from the years 1973 to 1996. As you can see, from 1973 to about 1983, the amount of abortions drastically increases and then levels off to about 1993. And then from 1993, it goes back down to about 1996 and levels off again. Abortions can be also very stressful for the mother. Having an abortion is a huge decision. Some mothers regret having an abortion once they have gotten it done. The mother also has to worry about what other people are going to think and what her family and friends are going to think about her decision to have an abortion. I believe that the responsible and mature thing to do is to raise the baby, because after all, it's only your fault if a pregnancy occurs. I do not see how a person could go and have an abortion knowing that their unborn child is growing inside of them. Now that we have gone through some of the moral implications of having an abortion, let me go over some of the ways that pregnancy can be prevented. One of the easiest ways to prevent pregnancies are contraceptives. For men, one of the easiest and most inexpensive forms of birth control is condoms. There are many birth control options that females can consider. Females can choose from many different types of birth control pills, or there is also a shot that they can take once a month if they feel that they can't keep up with a 1-pill-a-day regimen. Women can also get intrauterine devices that can prevent pregnancy for up to 10 years. This is a graph showing information from 1998 to 2002 taken from Guttmacher.org, and it's comparing contraceptive increases compared to abortion decreases. As you can see, from 1998 to 2002, the rate of modern contraceptives increases, and as a result of that, the rate of abortion decreases from 1998 to 2002. Perhaps the best way to prevent pregnancy is to simply not have sex, but that's easier said than done. If a couple is going to have sex, then they should take the necessary precautions in order to not have a child. Now that we have a better understanding of some of the ways that pregnancy can be prevented, let's go through some of the other options other than abortion. In my eyes, the most responsible thing to do to avoid abortion is to have the baby and raise the child. Raising the child will be more difficult on your life, but I think that in the end, it will be completely worth it, and you will have no regrets. I believe that your peers will also look at you as a more responsible and mature adult for the decision that you made. Another option for abortion is adoption. There are many couples today that simply cannot have children on their own, and these couples would love to have a child. Even though the mother may not want the baby, that does not mean that somebody else would not want to have the child. In an article by the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology, the author states that adoption isn't even seen as an option anymore in a mother's pregnancy options. In an article by Kemport, Foster, and Weitz, the authors state that many women were pressured into having an abortion by the males who got them pregnant. In this speech, I have talked about many different areas why I am against abortion. In this speech, I have covered the moral implications of having an abortion. I have covered some of the ways that pregnancy can be prevented, and I have talked about some of the other options besides abortion. Having a child is a blessing. You're bringing a little piece of yourself out into the world. An abortion takes this opportunity away from every child. There are many things that can help prevent having an abortion, but it is up to you to be responsible and take the necessary precautions if you do not want to have a child. In the end, having an abortion is taking an innocent child's life.